Hey, so like a little bit about being depressed and depression, right? Like having depression, like actual depression. Um, as you know, it doesn't go away. It kind of decides when it wants to ramp up or not. But like it's always there. Like right now, it's there. It's like in a dormant state. In a live and dormant state, if that makes sense. I'll kind of describe what that means. So basically, it's always like a high level of fuck, I want to die, but like it's just at the back of my emotions currently, just because it's not spiking for whatever reason. It's not like deciding to feel that harder than usual. It's just kind of what's always there, and my brain focuses on it, and my feelings focus on it still. It's just I can still, do other things, think about other things, forefront other emotions. And the more serotonin you have, the less of the ability of it to grow throughout the day it'll happen. At least that's how mine work, right? So the reason why I just bring this up is because I want to like talk about a little bit about like my version of suicidal ideation and see if people relate to that or how theirs work. Because like I feel like people don't understand the differences between like, oh, someone just saying that, right? And like what we do in our heads. So for me, and this isn't new, I've been doing this since I was like, I don't know. It would have been a little bit after high school. I've done it at points in high school, but it would have been after high school because in high school I was very anti-suicide. But basically what happens is we've envisioned our deaths a lot in different ways. Not even like purposely. It's not like I'm sitting down thinking, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill myself. Yeah, I'm gonna think about killing myself. Look, which way can I do it? Like obviously we do that and we have plans in the back of our head, especially if you're a layered thinker. At the very far back of your mind, you can like think of ways in the back of your head that like, try to brainstorm. But like I'm just talking about the way I actually envision it at times is like the feeling of wanting it to happen, right? So then you think of like ways and then you envision it, kind of. It like flashes in your brain like the way that you're dying, whatever, in multiple ways. And then now you can either foster that emotion or you can like use it to what's the word, to deconstruct in a way, like feel that but not like do it is kind of how I use it. I use it both ways kind of, but regulation, that's the word. You can use it to like self-regulate. But the point is, like, we imagine all that, jumping off the buildings, jumping in front of the train tracks, even like the hardcore visceral ones that I'll never do, like the self-throat stabbing, stuff like that, like the really deep stuff. So that happens, and because I'm not at a heightened state, I'm able to like explain it more accurately right now of like how that actually goes. But when it gets to a heightened state and I feel that way, it's like usually I never sit down and like just lay in visions of me doing that. They'll have like sparks of that, and then I'll just be like overwhelmed with grief and sadness at my existence, and the fact that I'm still alive, and the fact that I don't want to be here. Because again, you have to remember, my depression comes from hating existence, hating humans, hating oppression. So like mine doesn't really like ever stop being felt, because the intensity of like, that's why I'm here and mostly depressed. It doesn't spawn from my life, things that happen to me or any of that stuff. Sure, those things can add in at certain points, but overall it's more so just like wake up, still live in depression, mad about it, sad about it. Why the fuck are we doing this, So I just wanted to paint a little picture of like the psychology of my brain a little bit, and like explaining that to y'all and people who might have similar things going on, and even ones who don't have my exact reason for depression. I imagine they have similar suicidal ideations and stuff, you know. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. And also, if you relate, tell me how your experiences are, if you want, if you're uncomfortable with that. I don't really give a fuck. I feel like it's helpful to talk to other people that have similar things wrong with them, because they actually know what the fuck you're talking about and don't think you're fucking insane, or they actually can fathom putting their brain in another person's brain or relating to it. So I feel like it's better to talk to people like us that understand. But yeah, I just want to talk about it because, you know, I was thinking about not wanting to be alive here, but the fact that my depression isn't really bad about it currently. I was like, let me just, you know, Vince, talk about it a little bit, educate a little bit, you know, and empathize a little bit. What am I thinking of? What am I quoting right now? Oh, Unforgivable. Listen, if you don't know what Unforgivable is on YouTube, please do yourself a favor. A little bit.